and you can listen to the interview on full disclosure, and I really do recommend it. Not because I did it, but because I think we got to parts that perhaps other interviews haven't reached. He's almost, what's the word I want? He's almost preternaturally immune to some of the normal elements of politics, to what you might call politicking. And this is, I think, both a weakness and a strength. Because he wouldn't see it as I tell you what, I met an entrepreneur recently, and she made me feel a bit stupid because we were talking about politics, and I think I mentioned this to you already. She talked to me about all she really wants from politicians is execution. All she cares about is what they are going to do for the things that she cares about and the sector that she works in. And she does a lot of social support work as well, on top of running successful businesses. And that is nothing to do with most of the politics that we talk about on the program, which is very personality driven, and it's very often quite quite emotional and this looks bad and he's great and that is what wins elections. Otherwise, Boris Johnson you'd never have heard of him if that kind of absolutely unsubstantive, meaningless stuff didn't actually win elections. Starmer's the polar opposite. I say it again, it's a weakness and a strength, but he will be looking at this without even almost being aware of a PR element to the dispute or how it might make me look, or how his rationale here is, doesn't matter whether I come out in favour of the strikes or whether I condemn them. It's not going to make the blindest bit of difference to the execution of conflict resolution. It's not going to make it end quicker or end faster. There might be an argument to say that if he stuck his colours to the mast really firmly, then the government would string it out for even longer so that they could pretend it was his fault. So that, again, immune to the politicking of it. Utterly immune. In some ways, possibly you could level a similar description at Jeremy Corbyn from a completely different perspective. Is not interested in the sort of cut and thrust of personality politics that unfortunately defines who wins elections in this country. So he's looking at it and he's thinking, well, what is going to bring about a resolution? And the answer to that in terms of what he can and can't do is nothing at all.